welcome to my journey. I am leaving the Dollar Tree. I meant to come on here and talk to y'all on the way to the Dollar Tree, because y'all know this is Tuesday. I am designating Tuesday as my shopping day. Not grocery shopping. That's Thursday. Dollar Tree if I feel like it. And thrift store, because you know, at the Goodwill, the one Goodwill is Senior Citizens Day. So Tuesday's a good day to do my thrifting and whatnot. Well, let me tell you this. So Holly messaged me last night and she said she was in there putting Jacob to bed, and she'll rub his face, you know, help him relax and all that, and go to sleep. And she said she was rubbing his face and he was laying there all quiet. She said that all of a sudden he opened his eyes and said, "Does Momo still have chocolate kisses? We better call her and check." How these little minds work. She must have told him we'll call her tomorrow or something like that, because at 7 o'clock this morning my phone rings and it's Jacob. "Do you have the chocolate kisses?" And the kid, he does not like chocolate, but he likes chocolate kisses and he likes M&Ms. Excuse me. I said, "No, but we got you some M&Ms. He said, "What kind?" I said, "The plain old regular kind." So he was fine with that, because M&Ms is what we talked about. Ooh, it's a little warm in here. It's gonna get like 75 today. That's why I'm dressed springy. We was talking about M&Ms last week. Listen, did I tell y'all what he done? If I did, just bear with me. I'm gonna tell you again. So David, he gets midnight snacks, and y'all know he sleeps during the day, so his midnight snacks are in the middle of the day. But since it's his bedtime, I always say he's at night. Midnight snacks, I always refer to it as night, because that's just what it is. Well, we had them I think I told y'all. I think I done told y'all. If you ain't heard it before, I'm gonna tell you again. Oh, I've got a frog in my throat. He was over there, and sometimes David hits his garbage can, sometimes he don't. Well, we had peanut M&Ms left from Christmas. Well, he had went there and got into them. But some of his little trash didn't hit the garbage can. And there was a bag of peanut M&Ms, and Jacob was like, "You got M&Ms?" I said, "Well, honey, that's Papa's trash. Sometimes he don't get it in the trash can." He said, "Well, I pick up his trash." I said, "Okay." So he picked it up, and when he picked up a piece of something, there was a green M&M under there. He picked it up, and he starts putting it in his mouth. I said, "Go ahead. Listen, it ain't gonna hurt you." You know what, my daughter, when they was in church, when they was, oh my gosh, middle school, pre-middle school, something like that, she would tell her, she said, "God made dirt and dirt don't hurt." So that's what we always say in our house. God made dirt and dirt don't hurt. I told him, I said, "Go ahead." So he was eating that, and I said, "What kind of M&Ms you like?" I said, "Peanut or just regular?" And he said, "Just regular." While he's chewing, nom, 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 right? And then he goes, "Nom, nom, 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 nom. I like peanut too." I don't know if he'd ever had a peanut M&M, but he realized at that moment in time he liked peanut M&Ms. I said, "Well, if I get you some, would you rather have peanut or regular?" He said he'd rather have regular. So when me and Papa was at Sam's, we was coming down through there. I was looking for something particular, and we was on the candy aisle, and what I was looking for was on the candy aisle. It should not have been. It was them keto coconut cluster things, which I have not tried yet, and I have not tried that cereal yet either. And it's one of them, if y'all seen my, oh no, that was today. Well, this is Tuesday, so I had it up today. So if you seen that big old thing of M&Ms, Papa said, Jacob said, "You said you was going to get him some M&Ms. He picked that up. I said, "Lord have mercy, that's a big old thing." He said, "Well, you said you was going to get him some." I said, "Well, put them in the buggy." Papa was going to get them regardless. So that boy got a humongous thing of M&Ms. So I got him sitting in there in the middle room. He now calls it the computer room, because that's where the computer room is. He used to call it Sebastian's room. and then he would call it something else, and now he has settled in on the computer room. Listen, our bedroom is still Papa's room, Papa's bedroom. I said, well, Mama sleeps in there too, and one of them days he was up there, we was back there, and we went in there, because he likes to sometimes go in there and lay on the bed and watch that skeleton, not real skeletons, cartoon skeleton, jumping on the bed. And so we were going in there, and he said something about Papa's room. I said, well, it's Mama's room too. He looked at me and he goes, you sleep in here? I said, I sure do. I don't know where he thought I slept. But, so anyway, I put them M&Ms down there on his level where his macaronis and cheese is, and his apple juice. So when he goes in there, he'll see them. Well, I'll pull them out, but he'll see them. So we'll go in there and play sometimes, and he'll just run his cars on the bed. And if there's something on the bed, he has to move it, because he has to run them around the edge, side to side. And he's got a dump truck. The toys he plays with are all Sebastian's toys. None of them are his. And the ones that Holly had brought to donate that he accidentally seen a while back and decided he wanted, we said, well, you leave them up here to have them to play with. He has since took them home. He come up there and seen them. He said he will take that to his house. So the ones that she was going to donate and then leave at my house went back to her house. So all the toys he plays with at my house are Sebastian's. I have not bought any new toys for him to play with. And there ain't no sense to, because I got a whole bucket full of all kind of cars you can imagine. So there's nothing new he needs. Now, of course, I'll buy him new stuff, but just for my house, he don't. Guggen. G-O-O-G-I-N-G. That is the tag in front of me. Guggen. Guggen? So there's a dump truck, and it dumps, but it's got like the little Fisher Price little people, you know, the little chunky plastic people. There's two of them, and so there's two Papas. So he puts Papa in the front, in the cab, and then there's a place that he will sit in between the cab and the dump truck. So two Papas drive the dump truck. And then he'll put them at the end of the bed and say that's where they live. And then he's got a little wooden train that hooks together with little hooks. And he'll get it out there and he'll hook it together. And then he'll get he's got a car hauler, which you're supposed to run Matchbox cars up on. But he don't do that. He just runs it around. And his motor sound is, and I can't do it like he does. Holly says she hears it all day long. And that's what he's done for, gosh, over a year at least. That's his motor sound. When he's driving something, that's his motor sound. And when he backs up, he goes, nee-naw, 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 except he was backing up his buggy the other day when he was up there, and he actually went beep, beep, beep. I never heard him do that. He always does nee-naw, nee-naw, nee-naw. Listen, where do kids come up with this stuff? It's just funny. And so I got a drawer in there where I keep his candy to refill his gummy jars, you know, because he loves his gummies. And he get the candy at my house. He's got gummy jars, and he's got a sucker jar, a candy dish, old-timey candy dish with a lid on it. That's his sucker dish. And he only likes suckers that he can bite. He does not suck on a sucker. He bites them. So as soon as he puts it in his mouth, if he can't bite it off and chew it, he don't want it. So I make sure he's got some crunchy ones. But anyway, he saw some gummies in there. They was from Halloween, and they're individually wrapped gummies. Well, I apparently had bought too many for Halloween, whatever I was putting them in. Maybe that skeleton bathtub or whatever that I crafted. So he found them, and he said he wants some of them. I said, that's okay. Well, then he got them out and poured them on the bed, and then we put them in that car hauler and said, that's the candy truck. So now, that's the only way. We just leave the candy in it. The candy just stays in it. That's his candy truck. Listen, and he likes to come up there. He likes to wear my socks. He'll take his socks off, which a lot of the times are Holly's socks, because he likes to wear her socks. So he'll take my socks off, put them on him, and pull them up like big old knee highs, and then put his socks on me, which goes on the tips of my toes. And he'll wear it. He'll tell me he's gonna take my socks off. I said, you ain't taking my socks off. You better put them back on my feet. And he will. He'll put them right back on my feet. But we have a good old time. But I thought I'd just tell you about that phone call I got at 7 o'clock this morning. That little boy is a mess. Where did children come up with the things that, wow, where was his mind when he was laying there getting put to sleep? And I know he's 3. He don't need to be put to sleep, but you know how I feel about it? My baby is going to be 30 on Saturday, whatever day the 6th, 7th, yeah, Saturday. She's going to be 30. My baby days have been over for how many years now? I say let her baby on him and love on him as long as she can, because soon as the blink of an eye, those days are gone. And y'all know exactly what I'm talking about, because y'all's babies are grown. A lot of you have grandchildren. You're getting to do it over again, but it's not the same as living with your first child, or no matter what child it is, I should say, all your children. But we don't get to keep them all the time, you know, lull them to sleep at bedtime. We play with them and all this and that, and then we send them home. But the way I feel about it is, whatever she does with him that babies him or makes him feel safe or anything like that, I say do it, because the day's going to come in short order where he don't want none of that. He's going to be done with it, and then he's going to be grown before she knows it. So I say let them both enjoy this child. He's a toddler. He's 3. I consider that a toddler. But let them enjoy it, you know. But I was thinking, where does a child's mind wander when they're just laying there, just with their thoughts to themselves, nothing else going on? He has wandered to chocolate kisses. Now, we have not had chocolate kisses since Christmas. That is when all the chocolate kisses got eat up. And I must admit, he would eat them every time he'd come up there, and there was like 4 or 5 left. And boy, that chocolate bug got me one night. This is during Christmas. This is way back before I give up sugar, which, by the way, I am doing fantastic on. I was sitting there, and I'm like, ooh, them chocolate kisses sure look good. So I ate them. He come up there the next time. He went over to where the jar was on the counter. He said, "Where's the kisses?" I said, "Mama ate them." So I guess he got to thinking about them. So he's gonna have to eat a lot of M&Ms before I buy any kisses, cause whew, mercy. But anyway, well, I'm about up here to the, not quite, but you can see how far it is to get from one side of town to the other, this direction anyway. We drove past the road that goes to my house. So we just gotta head up here a little bit and take a right. There we are, and they open at 10, and they're gonna be crowded. I don't know if I've ever been here at 10 o'clock, be honest with you. Listen, I brung my breakfast shake to make sure that I ate. And I also, in the Dollar Tree, just in case, because I don't know where I'm going today, in case I get hungry, I got one of them tuna salad kits. Now, it's got crackers in it. That's a carb, but I'm not considering that too much of a hit. And if it is, it just is. 50 carbs is just what I'm shooting for. If I go over some, I'm still low carb. I consider it low carb. I looked it up before, and I can't remember the number, you know, that they consider low carb as a, I wouldn't say it's a hard, fast rule, but in general, they consider this being low carb. I know 50 is. I think 20 or 30 is keto, and I'm certainly not keto. But I've been doing so good on my low carb. I've been so proud of myself. You shouldn't have a big head, but I ain't got the big head, because as soon as I get the big head, I will fail miserably, because you know that's what's going to happen. Pride goeth before the fall, honey. I'm not getting proud about it. I'm just saying, I am proud of myself, not in a proud, boastful way, just proud that I've been able to stick to it as good as I have. Woo! Look at this parking lot. Oh my goodness. Let me see. Is that parking space? Oh, I see a parking space. Y'all remember that movie? Hercules! Hercules! Y'all remember that movie? The Eddie Murphy movie where he dressed up and he was the different people. What was the name of that movie? Was it Norbit? Was it Norbit? I don't remember, but y'all remember. I still do that to this day. That's an old movie. When something good happens, Hercules! Hercules! Because that's what she did. Oh, good times, good times. Okay, you're stopping. I hope getting here early I'll find something. Because like I said, I guarantee you these people was waiting in line. I'll bet money on it. This is the Goodwill I was at last week when my key fob opened the wrong car. I'm looking down there like y'all down there. Y'all down right here. Okay, well, I'm going to go in here and see if I can find me something. Wish me luck. Well, guys and dolls, y'all wished me luck. I'm not even going to wait to show you what I got. I'm going to tell you. And it is exactly what I was looking for. I promise you. I promise you. The last time I came in here, I was looking for one. And this time I was like, okay, so that's the first place I looked. I was going to look at the plates and stuff, but there was two people standing there. Ooh, she had the, didn't have a globe. She had the prettiest oil lamp. If I seen it, I would have got it, 100%. But I told you, them people get there early, and I was there at like 5 after 10. Well, let's see, where do I want to go? Let's go to my, back across town. I could have gone over there and then over here, but I wanted to be here when they open just to see. And I'm glad I did. What I was looking for was another Pioneer Woman crock pot. What are the odds? That's where I got my other one. I'm like, what are the odds? They're not going to get another one, but surely you're going to look for one. Well, I was looking. I seen a couple Dash waffle makers. I'm like, resisted the urge to buy them because I don't need them, but I have this Dash problem and I don't use them, but I think I need all of them. And I need to start using them to make chaffles because they're low carb. Maybe I'll start doing that. I need to do another chaffle series because it went really well. I think I'm going to do another chaffle series. I thought about it before and I didn't, but now that I'm low carb, it would be ideal. Okay, I'm going to work on that. I'm going to work on a chaffle series. So I went in there. I'm like, okay, well, I'll just go on down the thing because that's what I'm looking for anyway. I looked and I was walking down and looking. I seen, you know, some old ones and some Dash things and some other stuff that I didn't need. And I went on down a little bit further and it was tucked in. I'm going to stop right. I can look at you. It was tucked in behind, in between some other stuff. And I walked up and I seen them flares. And I said, oh, I know what that is. So it's the same, and it's got the handle, the knob on the top, whereas mine did not, which it still works the way it is. But the reason I wanted it was, first of all, Pioneer Woman, but I love the way it cooks. The way that lid snaps down, boy, it keeps all that heat in there. That's why I always used to put tinfoil on my lids. I had people ask me, why did I put that on there? I said, because it helps the lid close down and seal off better, not let the heat escape. And that's how this the clamp down lid works. I love that crock pot. So I have another one that clamps down, but I declare it don't cook as good as that Pioneer Woman. I just declare it don't. So I'm gonna switch it out. Sometimes I have two crock pots going. There, it just depends on what I'm cooking, what meal I'm making. Sometimes I have two crock pots going, and I do it Christmas and Thanksgiving, stuff like that. I'll have two crock pots going. So I can't believe it. I found it, and I plugged it in, make sure it heated up, and it started heating up. Here's the thing: it was $5 cheaper than the other one. The other one I got. It was $19.99, and I got my 25% discount. So tax and all, I got it for $16.04. That's all I got. I didn't get nothing else. $16.04. Isn't that awesome? I don't know how much they are new, but I'll guarantee you it was more than that. Now I got to clean it up. Whoever had it didn't keep it very clean. The liner, the crock pot liner, you know, the crock part is clean, but like the knob ain't clean and the cord ain't clean. But that's fine. I know how to wash. So I'm excited about that. Yes, I am. I'm like, I'm gonna tell y'all, I ain't even gonna wait to reveal it at my haul. So right now I've just got a Dollar Tree to haul, and I got some balloons back there for Holly's birthday. I meant to text her. I got to find out what kind of dessert she wants. We're not doing a party, but I am gonna give her a gift and make her a dessert. And since they're coming tomorrow, I would like to make it today, and then she could take it with her tomorrow. But I got to message her, because I told her when she's up last week, and she said, "Oh, I got to think about that." I said, "Yes, you do." So, but turning 30, that just happens one time. She's like, "Oh, she can't believe it." I'm like, "I know, right?" The show she used to watch when she was about that age, Teen Mom, where they were like 16 years old and pregnant. Well, she was never that, but she liked watching that show. She just did. And they have a new show on now, Teen Mom something, where the 16-year-old teen moms now have 16-year-olds. And I sent her that, and she's like, "Oh, she couldn't believe it. It's been that long." I'm like, "I know, right? That is crazy. Can you imagine?" How I'm forgetting to tell you. So my girl up in the Dollar Tree that runs the register, Clay, that's short. We was talking today. I said, "Yeah," I said, I'll just have to put these balloons in the back of my car all day because it's my shopping day. I said, "Girl, I got to go to the 25% off Senior Citizen Day." She looked at me, she said, "What?" I said, "Yeah." She said, "Girl," she said, "I look at you when you come in here." She said, "You dropping down." See, she's noticed. She said, "You dropping down and look at you." I said, "You didn't know I was a senior citizen?" She said, "No." Even with this white hair and this old wrinkled up face. I said, "Girl, you sweet." I said, "I'm fixing to be 63 in July." She looked at me. I said, I said, "You made my day." I know I look every bit of 63. But she was being so kind to me. But she was truly taken aback when I said I was going to Senior Citizen Day. She went like that. So, yeah. I don't know. Was that all I was going to say on my way over there? I done yapped y'all's heads off. Listen, y'all know, I tell you every time, when I say chat and haul, y'all know what y'all in for. So it ain't no big surprise. If you get on here and you say, you talk more than you haul. Well, that's right, because chat comes before haul. Chat and haul. So chat is more prevalent than haul. Unless I hit the mother load at the thrift store. I tell you what, sometimes I wish I was a reseller, because I find cool stuff that I really want to buy. Now, I don't have a use for anywhere to put, but I really want to buy it because it's like vintage and it's cool, and I need it. But I don't want to ship things that'll break because I don't know how. And I feel scared to ship things that'll break. I used to sell on eBay a number of years ago. That's how I ended up having to get rid of all my cookbooks because we needed money. And I sold all my cookbooks, and I sold a lot of my vintage stuff I had. Listen, when me and RJ there was a period of time it was just me and him. I sold everything I had that we didn't need because we needed money. You know, I had bills to pay. I had food to put in a child's mouth, clothes, you know. So about if it wasn't nailed down, I sold it. So a lot of my stuff, and over the years, me and my first husband, we'd always need money. So me and Mama, we'd have yard sales. Just if I got enough grocery money, I was happy. And so throughout my life, I have gotten rid of like all the stuff that is so cool to have today. And I think that's a lot of the reason why I like to buy stuff that's vintage or something I used to have or reminds me of back then. Is, I guess, because I just miss it, and you know, I would still have it if I didn't need money. But sometimes money trumps possessions. You need the money worse than you need the possession, and so that's just the way I've had to look at it. And now that I can go out and buy things, I just enjoy it. But I do see, ooh, these videos these girls put up, these like Facebook reels or shorts, whatever they're called, I don't know. YouTube is shorts, Facebook is stories, and Instagram is reels. Ain't that the way it goes? You see these reels, they put them on Facebook, not just Instagram, these ones that go to the thrift stores. Some of these thrift stores are huge and piled up with stuff. It would take me all day to look through all that stuff. That's the kind of thrift store we used to have. None of them are like that anymore. Goodwill's selling the good stuff on their website. Go and look. Just go and look. You'll see it. I could go in there and buy all kind of Pioneer Woman stuff, but I ain't paying for it. It's too much. So they take all the good stuff. I think that's why I can't find no good pocketbooks. I'm wanting a new pocketbook. I always want a new pocketbook, and I don't find nothing. I need something big enough. The one I got now is big enough for everything I got, but the handle slips and it gets longer and longer and longer because I can crossbody it, and it's getting on my nerves. So I need something that I can put on my shoulder, which, by the way, a side effect of losing weight is you can put smaller pocketbook handles up on your shoulder that you couldn't before. That is a nice side effect. But I can't find pocketbooks that I like, that ain't like messed up and look like they come from a thrift store, that I can get my stuff in, because I keep my little plastic snap container with my, I call it my blood sugar kit. It's got my crackers and my fruit leathers and peanut butter, stuff that if I get wonky or if I need something to eat. Did I tell you what I bought at Dollar Tree? Did I get off that subject? Oh yeah, I did tell you. Then I'll have something. So I need a pocketbook big enough to fit that in, and my little pouches, because I don't throw every single thing loose in my pocketbook. I pouch things. So I need something big enough for that. Whew, God, it's getting hot in here. I hate to run the air on y'all. I hope it don't make too much of a noise, but whoo, it's getting hot. If I put the window down, y'all won't be able to hear me. So, listen, I'm gonna have to quit talking. I gotta turn that air conditioner on. I just all of a sudden got a flash. I shouldn't even have a flash. My flashes ended years ago. But I'll still get one. Not the kind where you want to rip your clothes off, you know, and run down the church aisle. Those are the bad ones, and y'all know what I'm talking about. Woo! So, I'm going to quit talking while I head over to this other side of town and go to these Goodwills, and we'll talk then. Okay, I'm coming out of the Food Line parking lot. I done been, where did I last talk to y'all? I think before I went into the other Goodwill. When I got out, I had to sit up there and eat my tuna. I was hungry. And I'm hungry now. I'm going to go home and get me something. I'm going to get my lunch that I prepped. I had to come up in here in Food Line because I finally got Holly to tell me what she wanted. I knew what she was going to pick. I knew 100% what that child was going to pick. Peach dump cake. That is her favorite dessert. If I ever ask her what she wants, it is always peach dump cake. So I didn't remember if I had peaches and a cake mix at home or not, and I knew if I got home I wouldn't have them. So I just went ahead and stopped. I get up in there, I had to go to the pharmacy because they were going to put my prescription back if I didn't get my blood up there and get it. So, you know how, well, I don't know how y'all do, but our CVS, they'll put your card back in your bag if you're driving through, you know. When they give you medicine, they'll just put your card back in the bag, hand you everything. Well, I get up in line, I have my peaches and my cake mix. And I'm coming up next, and I reach in there to get my card. I had left it in the prescription bag, so I had to have her hold it for me. Come out there and get my card and go back in there and pay. But I was gonna give y'all a PSA. I'm gonna stop there. I'll look at you. I'll show you. Keep hand sanitizer. I wish I'd have bought more when I found it. I love this. It's so handy. It's a spray, you know. I love it, and it don't get all funky around the lid and everything, you know. Well, I found it at the Dollar Tree. I only got one. I see people on these Dollar Tree Facebooks that are buying like 24 of them. That's why people can't find them, because people are going crazy. How long do you think hand sanitizer lasts for the rest of eternity? Anyway. So I meant to tell y'all when I was in that first Goodwill, because that's where it happened. Now, you know, when you buy stuff, you don't know what condition it's been in. You don't know what kind of house it come out of, what has happened to it. You just don't know. So you know when you're touching stuff, you're touching used stuff, you're touching other people's stuff, you're touching germs. So I always, when I come out of the stores, hand sanitize to get that mess off. Well, today was a perfect example of, even if it was clean, brand new stuff, there was a boy walking around digging in his nose, just mining for gold. So I'm like, now he's gonna go around and touch stuff, and his booger fingers is gonna be all over it. So PSA, get you some hand sanitizer for your pocketbook or your car, and spritz your hands every time you come out the store, because even if they was in the grocery store, booger hands be touching it. No, you know it happens, but when you see it, it drives it home. So that's just nasty. That's nasty. So listen, that made my nose itch. Woo, you fixing to turn on me, ain't you, honey? So I'm gonna go home now, eat my lunch, and I'll probably take your shirt off, because see this neck right here? Oh, it's a wonder I ain't done cut it off, because I can't stand nothing touching my neck. And this thing gets hot outside. It's supposed to be like 75 today, I think I told you. And it feels like it's already there. It's hot. I bet I'm gonna have to go home and turn the air conditioner on, because I ain't staying up in no hot house, and David can't sleep when it's hot. So I'll have to see what the temperature is. I bet it's stuffy. I bet it's stuffy as I'll get. What time is it? Oh, David will be in. It's 12:53. I might be walking in the door by the time he's walking to bed. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go home and eat, and then I'm going to probably sit in there and do my haul so I can show you what I got. I didn't get too much at the thrift stores, but I did get a few things, so I'll show you. Oh, and I was going to tell you, our Big Lots is closing. I told y'all one time before, ours wasn't closing. Well, it wasn't. There was no signs or nothing. Well, now they got a sign up. I wasn't going to go in because it said 10 to 40%, and I'm like, I need to see at least 50 on that sign before I bother. Well, I'm like, I'm right here because it's in the same little shopping center as the Value Village. So I went in, and the only thing I saw for 40% off was patio furniture. Food was 10% off. Well, whoop-de-doo. I was thinking food would probably be the highest off because they weren't going to be left with food. 10% off. And then I did find 3 things in the food for Holly's birthday. I'll show them to you. And then kitchen, if you want anything for the kitchen, 10%. I seen some bunch of 15%. So it ain't nowhere near enough for me to shop in there. I'm gonna have to wait a while and just pick through the dregs. You know what I'm saying? Cause it's got to be a good price for me to get something I wasn't going to get just because it's on sale. If there's something I need in this regular price, I'll buy it. That's on me. But if it's the point of getting a sale to stock up on something that you perhaps didn't need at the moment, but you might need in the future, or you might not really need, but you're going to get, you know those times, then I'm going to need a good sale. Because Big Lots is kind of high to begin with, I think. Anyway, well, I'm just about home. I'm going to swing by and get yesterday's mail in case it's a bunch of catalogs and they can't get today's mail in it. where I used to buy my clothes, I get catalogs from them. Their clothes would be so high if they didn't. Makes the doggone mini. I'm pulling in my road, so I always take that off. If they didn't make so doggone many catalogs and send them out to the world, their clothes wouldn't have to be so expensive. I get catalogs. I never even look at them anymore because I don't buy their clothes. They have my size, but I'm not paying that price if I can find it at the thrift store or give to me, you know, or even Walmart's, which I ain't bought nothing to do at Walmart's since I've lost weight. I don't think I have. But yeah, I just squeeze by that mailbox every time. Ooh, what I got from Ollie's. Hold on, y'all. Woo, 10%. Here, I was fussing about Big Lots. I'm not going up there for no 10%, but I'll go to Ollie's for 10%. That's funny. Listen, that's just who I am. Listen, I try to look in my mirror and back up, and half the time I about hit the house. You see, you can't see how crooked I just... David gets on me every time we go somewhere together. He said, "You crooked?" I said, "Would you quit telling me that?" But every time I am crooked, every single time. Today, I had to back out a couple times. I got up to the first Goodwill and got out and started walking in. I looked, and I'm like, "You too crooked to leave that. That is way beyond the scope of crookedness that is allowed." So I'm crooked now. I know I am. Anyway, well, let me get my stuff in, and I'll see you when it comes haul time. Okay, we are here for the haul portion. I got all my thrift store stuff up front, and back here is my Dollar Tree stuff, so we'll just do it last. And this is in no kind of order. I just got it all thrown out here. This is sitting here in front of me. I'll just show you. There's my pot I got. Let me move it out of the way. Now, like I said, it needs to clean it up. There's a little bit of chipping on around the bottom, but as long as it works good, that's fine by me. Then, that was at the very first Goodwill, and that was all I got. This is from the Value Village. Oh, I got stuff inside. Oh, here's this little thing. I thought that was pretty. I like these little fake things to sit around in there. And this was 99 cents. Yeah, I just thought it was pretty. It just tuck them in different places, you know. And then I got this. It's a Lands' End, the good heavy canvas. It's my big one that I got for $3 at Wanda's. They initial them for you. Not engrave. This. I don't care. People don't know my name, so I don't care. But I got another one like this, and I use it for all kind of stuff. That was my Y bag when we went. Let's don't talk about it. These are so handy. $2.99. Go on Lands' End and see how much this little thing costs. And it's got a little thing right there if you want to put your key. I don't know if they're called boat bags. I don't know what. But when I saw it for $2.99, look, see there? I snatched it. Yes, I did. Then I'm looking for more shorts to wear around the house because I got my 2 left. Those ones I had bought before, I said they're too short for going out in public. They was too short for wearing in the house. I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. I mean, it's just me and David, but still, I didn't like it. So I donated them. So I've got 2 pair, and my favorite pair is the waistband is almost threadbare around the elastic, so they're not going to last much longer. So I found these. They're so preppy looking. I love pink and green. I do. I love pink and green. But they're just shorts. So I thought those would be cute to wear around the house. Of course, I think they're cute to wear out in public, honestly. And then this I got was, oh, them shorts was $1.99. I guess because they're not stylish, but if you're a prep, they are stylish. This is a brand new clipboard. I needed one for something, and I can't remember what it was. So when I need one, now I've got it for 99 cents. And then I found this. It's a Martha Stewart Deep Edge Punch. It's still even in the bag. I paid $4.99 for it. But let me see if I can show you. Oh, there. You see what it does? It makes the edge of the paper look like lace. Listen, I'm getting closer and closer to starting my new junk journal. I just got to get my motivation up. So I thought that would make some pretty edges. So that's why I was willing to pay for it. And then that was the Value Village. And then at the other Goodwill, I found these for Holly. She liked this pattern. I sent her a picture and she said yes, she liked that. So I got these for her. And then I found me a pair of shorts there. I don't know how much the shorts were. Their stuff ain't marked. It's just everything's see how big that is? Even after losing weight, it's hard to accept that I'm still that big. Even though that girl at the VV that I see all the time, she says, girl, she says, you gonna fly away? She tells me that all the time. But see, her and Clay at Dollar Tree, they see me at my heaviest. So they know what I've done, you know? And it makes me feel good for them to notice. So I just got these. They're just little athletic shorts. Another pair to wear around the house. They look longer. And then another thing on my wish list. It showed up. It showed up. I don't even know who makes it. Bowtrue? I don't know. Don't care. Look. It's big. Look and see, we got the little things on the bottom. Okay, so it's got a pouch right there. I can slip my phone right there. And this is the thing that I like. This was a prerequisite. It zips up. The one I got now does not zip up. The one I had before that I had just got that David ruined with kerosene. That's why I was looking for another one, because I had got one and we went to get kerosene for his building and it splashed all over my brand new pocketbook and I washed it. I could not get the smell out. So that's why I've been looking for another one. But it had to zip on the top because when I was at Sam's, I had my pocketbook and I had it in the front of the buggy where Youngins sat. And we was looking at the hamburger, and I said, oh, that's the hamburger I like, because it's already in the packages. And I thought, oh, I forgot to get hamburger out. And thought, okay, I'll put it in some water. That's the kind I wanted, so I got me 2 packs. They come in 3s, you know. And so I reached over and I tossed it in the buggy. And I tossed the other one in the buggy. And I guess the buggy, you know, kind of bounced. And a woman came up beside me. She said, is that your wallet you dropped? I looked, I said, yes. She said, She said, it bounced out of your pocketbook when your buggy bounced. I said, oh, girl, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, my gosh. So, there's further proof why it needs to zip. But it's got, like, all these areas inside. Lots of stuff in there, little pouches, zippers. So, I'm very happy with it. There's hardly no wear and tear on it whatsoever. And I put it up here. It fits on my shoulder with room to spare. So I think it's a very, very nice pocketbook. I think it is. So that was 2 things on my wish list that I found today. I told y'all to wish me luck and y'all did. Now, hold tight. Let me dump out this Dollar Tree crap. Okay. I'm looking at this one thing I bought and I had in my mind something to do when I seen it. And now I'm looking at it and I can't remember what I was going to do with it. That's aggravating. I did see a craft online that uses mason jars and you paint them and distress them and you put these in them and they were very pretty. And that's the look I like, so I'm going to work on that. These little succulents, they're just stuck in styrofoam in there. 3 for $1.25. And they got all kinds to choose from. These were the 3 I liked. So that's for a craft. This is the thing, and I love this. This right here. And I know I was going to paint it, but I can't remember what I was going to put in it. I can't remember. I don't know if it's this. I don't think it's the stuff I bought over here. But there was something I specifically had in my, and I know it wasn't one of these. because those are for the mason jars, I think. So I'll have to sit around and look at it and see if it comes to me. But see, you can take these off and this thing snaps back here. So if you want to paint it, you can snap it off and snap it right back on. And I got some more of these because they smell so good. I got these for Holly because she is a hand sanitizer. She has to take her own trash to the dump. It's a recycling center, and oh my gosh, there's like 2 little things you put your kitchen trash, and they recycle everything else known to man. I mean, if it can be recycled, they recycle it. It's a huge recycling center. So she has to take her own stuff, and so she has to, dump her cardboard and this, that, and the other. She can't stand it. It drives her insane. So as soon as she gets in, she spritzes up. So with her little birthday stuff, I got her a couple of them. One is watermelon and one is lemon. It says they're infused with, this says infused with watermelon extract. This says, the lemon one says infused with essential oils. So anyway, they're little sprays. Very handy. Keep right there in your car. And then I found these. It's called PS Clean Beauty Nourishing Deodorant. And it says aluminum free, sulfate free, phthalate free, paraben free, dye free, cruelty free, vegan. My word. But anyway, spring water. I didn't even smell them in the store. Can you believe that? I smell everything in the store. Let's smell it. Well, if you get up close, you can smell it. It smells fresh. And this one is coconut and shea butter. Oh no, that one smells good. That one's very coconutty. I like that one. So I got those. And then I found a couple more little things for Jacob's Valentine's. Watercolor kit. So I guess this is a water pen. And you just color and it brings up, put the water on it and it brings the color up, I thought that was cute. And then, look at this. There was only one. The other ones were princesses and girls. My dress-up buddy. So, there is that one. It says, my buddy is a police officer. He helps keep people safe and stops crime. So, you have to go, you see where you put the sticker? You have to go back in here where the stickers are and find the right outfit for each one of the buddies. See? I thought that might be fun. I thought that was fun. So I got that, and then I got 3 of these because I wasn't sure if I need to stack one or more on top of each other for my mason jar craft. And these, I saw these on the way in. These are like those other little succulents and different little things. You can pick them off and use sprigs, make arrangements, whatever. But I went ahead and got like 4 of them, 3 of them. But I like those. See, that's too big. I don't know what I was going to do with that. And then this is to hold Holly's balloons. I got her 3 birthday balloons. Now, don't judge me. My grandbaby like candy. My grandbaby get candy. I told you he likes some suckers he can bite. He likes these. He can bite these real good. So I picked up another pack of those. These are mine. Because of my bubble gums that I had, they didn't have these, so they had these back in today. This is like one of my favorites, the Dreamsicle. They're very good. Because I've told y'all what I do. I sit back there, I chew a piece, get all the flavor out of it, spit it out, and chew another piece. I don't keep chewing it. I waste so much bubble gum, but you know what? It ain't cigarettes, so it's a whole lot cheaper. So there you go. And then I got him these. It's a Haribo Fantastic Mix. Just some different gummies. And then some cherry gummy bears. So, that's everything I bought today. I bought a lot. I spent a lot of money today. Everything I got was a good price. But, I got a lot of it. So, I got all my receipts over here. I hate to go back and put them in my phone and watch my bank account go, pew, but here's what it is. Listen, there could be more expensive hobbies, I suppose. Look, last week I spent what, $2? So it's, here, there, you never know. So that's all right. Well, I think that's all the chit-chatting we're going to do today. That's all the hauling we're going to do today. And since that's all, I'll see you when I see you.